For the last 3 years, we've been turning this school bus into a home. Here's a full recap of everything we've done. It all started with demo, where we needed to remove everything unnecessary from the interior to give ourselves a clean slate. This included literally ripping off the walls, bringing down all of the ACs that no longer work, taking down the roof panels and all of the interior insulation, as well as ripping up the old moldy subfloors. We then moved on to waterproofing, replacing some of our windows with metal deletes and cleaning and recaulking all of the old ones. We then restored the floors by grinding off the rust and putting down a protective coating. Then it was time for insulation and a brand new subfloor. We then framed out the entire inside, including the walls, windows, and roof using wood. We then went in with 12-2 Romex and ran all of our residential electrical. Next, on the exterior, we sanded and painted our entire roof. We then used some 2x3s to build out these walls and create our interior rooms. Let's head back outside for some more sanding. That way we can paint the entire bus these 4 gorgeous colors. On our freshly painted roof, we installed 3,000 watts of solar and completed the entire electrical system by installing our switches, lights, and DC system, which means it was time to focus on water, so we installed 2 100-gallon tanks. On the roof, we had a little bit of extra space, so we installed this 10x10 deck, then used the water tank method to mount our AC condensers. We then cut a massive hole on the side of our bus to install a tankless water heater, and ran all of our hot and cold plumbing lines. We installed our line sets under the bus and got our ACs all hooked up. Then we paid a lot of money for spray foam that came out horrible and had to fix it ourselves. But finally, we were able to cover everything up and started with our beautiful cedar roof. We then followed that up by installing some birch plywood walls, which we debated on for a while whether we should keep them natural or not, but decided to go ahead and paint them. So we went in with this beautiful creamy color and painted the entire interior. It was officially time for the trim out, and we started with the windows and finished with creating our own trim for the top of the walls. We moved on to building out our kitchen and started by giving the base cabinets a beautiful coat of green. Once those dried up, we went ahead and installed them, as well as our fridge and our stove. To finish off the kitchen, of course, we needed a countertop, so we decided to go with this butcher block and sealed it with water locks. We installed this beautiful cast iron sink, got everything plumbed up, and officially had running water in our bus. Next up was laying this warm brown LVP flooring. It was time to build out our custom furniture, and we started with our bed frame and made sure there was a ton of storage underneath. We then finished up the bedroom by building these enormous his and hers closets with 5 huge drawers and shoe storage. To add a little bit of privacy and a heat shield, we built these custom curtains. Then put our new cabinet building skills to the test by creating this built-in pantry. We picked up this antique desk at the thrift store and fully restored it, and added a pop of color by matching the legs with our kitchen cabinets. We then moved into the bathroom, where we started by creating this hand-painted wallpaper. We also installed a brand new toilet and began building out a custom vanity. We finished it off by installing this beautiful piece of butcher block and a Riverstone sink. We're officially up to date, but we still have a ton of huge projects to complete, so make sure to hit that follow button to keep up to date with the Skoolie Project.